Hello and welcome. You're tuned into Rush Hour with me, Ankita Saxena. And moving to the top story of the day, BJP's top brass is all set to meet in Delhi with its Mahayuti allies to finally discuss Maharashtra's CM face. PM Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah will be sitting with Devendra Fadnavis, Ajit Pawar and Eknath Shinde. Now remember, Shinde yesterday gave his support to Mahayuti CM face, emphasizing that Shiv Sena will not create any roadblock to the hot seat. And my colleague Atul from Times Network is joining us now with the details from the ground. Let's go across and take a look. Over to you, Atul.
See, today is going to be a big day, not for only Maharashtra, but the whole nation, because the secret and the name of next CM will be declared, expected by the meeting which is going to held at Delhi. Amit Shah is going to meet with all three leaders, Devendra Fadnavis, Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar by later tonight. And by tomorrow morning, it's expected that new CM face might be declared. Already in the morning, we have seen that Ajit Pawar has reached early at Delhi where he had a press conference, and later by the afternoon, Devendra Fadnavis had also reached there, and it's expected that the meeting with Amit Shah might start by 9 p.m. tonight and will go on later by tonight. The main agenda of this meeting is not only to decide the CM face, but also, as per sources in BJP are telling, that the next portfolios, main important thing is that what will be the portfolios will be given to the aligned partners and as well as with BJP, because as the sources of Eknath Shinde, we are being told that Eknath Shinde is not only satisfied with DCM, but also he is lobbying for the next three most important portfolios in the cabinet, and that is Finance Ministry, Revenue Ministry and Urban Development Ministry. Let me tell you that when Eknath Shinde was the Chief Minister of Maharashtra in last tenure, 2.5 year, he was a UD Minister as well with the CM portfolio. So Eknath Shinde is trying to again get the Urban Development Ministry as well as Finance. But as far as the sources in Ajit Pawar camp are concerned, they are not willing to give the Finance Ministry, because Ajit Pawar already had this portfolio in last 5 times as a Finance Minister of Maharashtra, and it's expected that by tonight, later tonight, the next CM of Maharashtra will be decided. Back to studio.
All right, thank you so much for joining us with the details. But for now, we are joined by two guests, Dilip Thackeray, who's a senior journalist, and Anand Mishra, who's a political editor, Frontline. Thank you so much for joining us, to both of you. Coming to you first, I'll come to you, Dilip, first. Finally, Maharashtra is likely to get, we will have, likely to have a BJP CM with absolute political and administrative control. Where does it leave Shinde's Sena, and what's the mood on the streets, really?
See, one important thing in Maharashtra is that all three parties in Mahayuti, that is the BJP, Shinde Shiv Sena and Ajit Pawar's NCP, they have been going hand in hand, and they have trounced all their political opponents, including Sharad Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray. Now, given the mandate, the fantastic mandate the BJP has received, it is generally expected that Devendra Fadnavis will take over as Chief Minister again in Maharashtra. So there is not much suspense about that. The real suspense is how Ajit Pawar and Eknath Shinde will be accommodated. According to the earlier formula, one CM, two DCMs. So generally, it is felt that the same formula will continue. Since Devendra Fadnavis has worked as a DCM under Eknath Shinde, the same formula can be repeated in Maharashtra. That is part one. But the major part is formation of the cabinet and distribution of the portfolios. Because the most important portfolios now in the coming days will be home, finance and urban development. Shinde was urban development even under Uddhav Thackeray. So it is expected that he will continue to hold the same. Ajit Pawar has been holding the finance portfolio for a very long time. So the BJP leadership may not upset him. So by and large, it seems that the table is set now for taking over power, and Devendra Fadnavis is supported by Ajit Pawar from day one, and later by Eknath Shinde. So tonight or maybe tomorrow will be a crucial day as far as Maharashtra is concerned. And Maharashtra being the most developed state in the country and very strategic position, so it will be an important day for the nation also. And politically, it will be important for the BJP because it has to face elections next year in some of the states.
Right, I'll come to you, Mr. Mishra. Mr. Mishra, what kind of negotiations do you expect in Delhi? Are the numbers the sole criterion, or BJP does it still have a balancing act to do?
I would agree with what Mr. Dilip Chavre has said. The table is set now. So basically, see, BJP has given time and again it has given indications that it will opt for unconventional politics when its interests suit. Like we have seen in Bihar, we have seen it in Haryana. Haryana has mostly seen Jat chief ministers. Still, BJP decided to experiment with the idea of a non-Jat chief minister, Manohar Khattar, in 2000. So that led to consolidation of non-Jat votes in favor of BJP, and it's now the third time BJP formed a government in Haryana with Thackeray CM first, then an OBC CM. In Jharkhand, also in 2014, when they won the election, they experimented with a non-tribal CM, and that was the only full 5-term stable government that Jharkhand had till then. So I think Maharashtra decision will also test the fact that whether BJP is still willing to take that risk. Where Maharashtra has seen mostly Maratha chief minister. There has been some chief ministers from Brahmin and Dalits. Sushil Kumar Sundar was chief minister, and before Mr. Fadnavis, Mr. Manohar Joshi was the chief minister. But when Mr. Manohar Joshi was made chief minister, mind it that Shiv Sena had the stalwart Bala Sahib Thackeray, and then nobody would have questioned that why Maratha has not been made chief minister. This time, the verdict is a little complex because, yes, the alliance has gone under the leadership of Eknath Shinde, and in the victory of Mahayuti, there is substantial role of the Larki Bahin Yojana, which was implemented by Shinde government. So
Yes, Lagna.
BJP has a dilemma this time whether they would go with their popular choice. They have won the maximum number of seats, and Devendra Fadnavis is the natural choice in the party. There is growing demand, or they will balance out the larger interest for future.
Dilip, I'll come to you then. Is BJP now the real face of Hindutva in Maharashtra? Can Uddhav Thackeray really capitalize on Shinde's political demotion within the Mahayuti to rebuild his party?
It seems very difficult because the type of politics practiced by Devendra Fadnavis or Ajit Pawar or Eknath Shinde is a ground level politics. Uddhav Thackeray was brought up in Mumbai. He doesn't have knowledge of entire Maharashtra. Now that he became a leader and chief minister, he started going around in Maharashtra. But the various problems which one has to face as chief minister and as head of the government, Uddhav Thackeray is not conversant with all that. Another thing is inspiring the rank and file. This time it is seen clearly that Uddhav Thackeray has failed to do it, and that is one reason why Eknath Shinde Shiv Sena has won so many seats in Maharashtra. I mean, beyond expectation, beyond anybody's guess. Same thing can be said about Ajit Pawar because he is a fighter and he is trained under Sharad Pawar. So he has shown his mettle this time. Eknath Shinde is always a man of the masses, and his endearing quality is that he is accessible to everybody. I mean, it is said that between 6 and 8 o'clock in the morning, he is always available, Eknath Shinde. So, Uddhav Thackeray is no match politically. As long as he was with Sharad Pawar and the Congress, he could mount a challenge. But on his own, he alone, or even for that matter, Raj Thackeray, means the Thackeray family on its own cannot make a dent in Maharashtra's politics, it seems. And since the BJP's Hindutva was never in question, and Eknath Shinde also supported it wholeheartedly, Ajit Pawar had some reservations, but his support of the BJP leadership and his repeated assertion that he will go by what Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah do, he will accept that their mandate, their verdict. So there is no question about Hindutva leadership in Maharashtra, and it will be very difficult for Uddhav Thackeray now to break away from the Mahavikas Aghadi and relaunch his Hindutva campaign, because it is already taken over by the BJP in Maharashtra.
Right. Mr. Mishra, I'll come to you. What, in your view, will be the new government's 100-day agenda then going forward?
I think they have to deliver a lot on development infrastructure, because see, this election result is not simply an election result about victory. It's also about election of losses of two stalwarts. So in fact, the future of two parties, NCP and Shiv Sena, have for the time been settled. The Sharad Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray, they have been relegated to background. But mind it, they are big leaders. They have their legacy. They have their past performance history. So the BJP-led NDA government has to really perform very well and they would certainly try to capitalize on that. Next civic body elections will be a test for it, because assembly election results have surprised many. If you just go back a few months in Lok Sabha, they have not done well. So in Maharashtra, voters have, showed a preference for quick change of priorities. That's why I'm saying that this decision about chief ministership is taking so much time, because they're also taking into account the fact that in few months from now, local body elections are going to be held, and whatever decision they take will have a bearing on that, and this might give an opportunity to Uddhav Thackeray group to reconsolidate an issue to build their campaign on.
All right, Mr. Chavre and Mr. Mishra, thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us. Shortly from now, anytime now actually, we will know who the CM is. Most likely, we are penciling in Devendra Fadnavis to be the CM, but the verdict is yet to be out.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.